What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we have a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We got Jotaro and Star Platinum the World. So I think it's from the fight with Killer Queen. So it's like Jotaro screaming, Star Platinum screaming, both of them facing looking this way. Okay, so two characters, two faces, kind of close up on their face, right? So I'm on a landscape orientation page. You use a pencil and eraser for these. You can always do ink after you do your pencil. It's just erasing mistakes trying to do a marker and things like that it's not possible. So draw with pencil first. And we're going to start with Jotaro over here on the right hand side. We're going to start with his nose. Okay, when characters are in profile, I do like to start with the nose. I think it's the easiest place to start. So his head's a bit low down, Star Platinum's a bit high up. So center point of my page about here. So you just come down over to the right a little bit. And his nose. So we're going to go pretty much straight down, like so. So then the bottom of that nose just curves around here. So it kind of reminds me always of like a letter L. Like so. Or maybe like an upside down 7 or something. Okay, and his nostril just above, just up here, just there, right? So we'll go back up to the top, so we'll curve it back out this way for his brow, just at the top of his nose, and then this goes up underneath his hat, up this way. In there, okay? So if this is his brow, right? So this is his brow on the left hand side of his face. That means his eyebrow has to be in here, right? So it's kind of a tick, right? So it's going to go tick down first, and then it'll tick up. And this goes up underneath his hat, right? Just up underneath here. And of course the other side of that, real big, goes up here. Now if you want, you can colour this in black. And it stops kind of for the line for his hat that comes along here, right? So we'll just colour this in. Like so, right? So we might as well, I guess, do in that line for his hat, right? So it comes along here, right? So it's going to go across here, across the top of his eyebrow, diagonal, up this way. Okay, and we can bring the eyebrow the rest of the way up underneath there. Okay. So that's the general direction we're going for. Bring it a bit longer, might as well. Bring it up to there. Down to about there. Okay. So we'll come back to that. We'll finish his face first, right? But that's just the general angle for his hat. Okay. So his eye then. So it comes out from his eyebrow here. So let's go. Curves around, comes down the back, and kind of flicks out just here at the back. And we'll thicken this up and add some sort of eyelash lines that come off it, okay? Like so. And the front of that, you can just see a little bit of it down here. Okay, so then the bottom eyelid, so just comes around that, so it's like here. So we'll go diagonal, and then up towards the corner, into there. And this may have some eyelashes sticking off here as well. so. And so his actual iris, right, so it's an oval right along here, so we got curved line here, comes up to the top, touches his eyebrow, back down the side, like so. And then his pupil just at the front here, just a small sort of half circle just here at the front. So we gotta get him looking that way, okay? Okay, so, right, we got some like stress lines and stuff, so around his brow. So we got like, he's screaming, right? So he's got like a lot of these wrinkles and stuff coming around his brow. Like so, he's frowning real hard, like so. Hatching coming down his nose there. Some coming down this side of his nose, like so. Some stress lines around his bottom eyelid, just here. And then a top eyelid line, just there. And like a wrinkle or something, just there. And then we got that shadow that JoJo characters have coming down just the inside of his nose, just here, right? So this kind of thing, and we got some hatching coming down there. Okay, right, so top lip just down here. So it kind of sticks out like so. I'm going to curve around into his teeth, just there. And then we'll go around for his mouth. So we'll curve it around his mouth. Comes out. Down this way. And then I'll go around the back. And then down to his bottom lip. Okay, so kind of like a letter C. So if you're looking for proportions and things, I'd say his hat line to the bottom of his nose is about the same as bottom of his nose to his bottom lip. So here to here, about the same as here to here, right? So this is about halfway. So then in there we got teeth. Like so. Bottom teeth. There. Somewhere, like here, I think. And then the side of his mouth. Like that. And he's got like some wrinkles around his mouth as well. Like he's screaming super hard. Just there. And then maybe like a line just on his top lip. Just there like that. Right, so bottom lip. Out and down, and just curves in a little bit, kind of a hook and a bit of a shadow just here, and then his chin sticks out and then goes around like so. So we can't see his jaw because he's got a big collar that goes over it, right? So he's got like a big line for a collar. Where is it? There, that's the inside. Here. Go there. It's kind of a double line actually, so you might as well keep that there. Like so. So those two lines, and then run. So it's in line with like his nostril, so it goes across. Like so. Bumps down a little bit, comes back up, and off the back of my page, and again double line, so just follow that around off to there, and then there's like some fold lines. Off the page. And his collar on the other side comes out from his mouth. Come down that way. Kind of a double line again. Into there. And what we can see of his neck, so he's got that hand on his neck, you know, the sort of one around his collar. So it's just like a box here. And then a couple of fingers on top. Like so. Can't see much of it. Just there. And can we see, is that a shadow or... There's a line there. I'm not sure what it is, but... Yeah, maybe like a full line just coming out that way. Another full line there. Right, so jawline, like side of his face line, sort of here, and then his jaw comes down to his chin down here. So just up from this we got his sideburn, and then his ear will be in here. So his sideburn lines up with his nose, see that? Just sort of horizontally, that way, diagonally should I say. And then this curves across, sideburn goes up to there, and then top of his ear curves around like so. To the earlobe into there. And then this comes around, and we can see like bones and ligaments and things inside of his ear. So coming up like this. So like the easiest way I always say, so like you can cover it up like that, just do like this. So like that's like the easiest way to do it, but like adding more detail is always, not always better, but just a little bit more. And because we're so close up on the character, we can see a lot more detail, or we should at least. So like black shadow in here. And then some hatching just around like so. So the back of his head, so we've got like hair, so like zigzag sort of line down there. And then his hair comes out and goes up this way. Kind of a bumping sort of line. Like that. And when you get to a certain point, it'll go straight up. Like that. So this then will curve around the top. And then it'll go towards the front of his head. So it'll go like... So like there somewhere. And then this goes down the front. Yeah, that's the general shape. So it's like flat, kind of flat along the top. Curves down the back and then straight down the front. Okay, so it's like in line with his face. That's how far out you want to go. See that? Just there. So then we got a little bump and his cap. And his cap will come down like so, diagonal. Down to there. Nearly touches this line, but it doesn't quite touch it. We got another line underneath here. And then it touches that one. See that? And then we got an extra line following that one for the top of the cap, or for the like the edge of it. Goes up like so. Okay, and this has like a knot or something tied back here. So it's like a semicircle or something like this. And we got another line, so another sort of curving sort of line there. Like that. And it's got a bump. That, and then this will go back into there again, and then we continue this over to there, this over to there as well, like so. Right, so then some hatching sort of lines here, like a line going up that way with some hatching at the top as well. And then we have the hand, like the box, that sort of rectangle with the box, or with the hand inside. Just there. And the hand is pretty simple. It's got a base here. Little finger, ring finger, middle finger is always the highest, and then the index there, and then the thumb. Comes down like so. It's kind of a primitive, sort of simple kind of little talisman. Just there in his hat. And he's got fisherman's anchors at the front. So like, that line comes down here. Let's go like an arrow here. And we'll thicken up these lines, of course. So just there. I'll just draw them in a bit simply at first, and then we can thicken them up. There's one on the edge. Okay, that's kind of the basic outline of them, and then you just thicken up these lines. Like so. Oh, and his earring. And there's a shadow behind his ear. And there's some hatching here. And like his jawbone or something just here. Okay. I think that's Jotaro. Oh, no. Okay. So he's screaming, but he's got like this sort of aura sort of coming around his head as well. So like, many different ways of drawing this, and it's like yellow and gold on the inside, so it's like that aura that appears just before the stand comes out of his body. So you can draw this in or not, you know, it's not essential. That kind of thing. Right, so then Star Platinum the world. Let's go. So let's see. So he's like coming out of Jotaro here, right? So what can we see of him? So we'll do his nose as well. So we'll start with his nose just over here. So it goes down like that. So it's like across from Jotaro's eye. Okay. So his face is pretty big as well, right? So his nose comes down there, and his brow, so a little bit different to a human, right? So we got this, but the nose starts the same way. So then it kind of curves across like that. Okay, like so. And then this line will bump around his eye. So we're going to go, this is like his top eyelid, but Star Platinum's top eyelid is attached to like his head kind of thing. So that comes here, okay? And then his bottom eyelid curves around. And you can thicken up this line. It's a pretty thick line. Like so. Okay, so it kind of looks like, I don't know, like a candle flame or something. Like that. So then his iris and his pupil are just in here. So curves around, kind of an oval. There, and his pupil there. Okay. So looking off that way. So then, so he's got like this sort of grid around his cheek. So around his eye, coming this way, diagonal down to there. Back in. And then back up towards his nose. And back along here. Okay. And then this line will join up here. Like so. Right, so then this line is going to go change angle again and come down towards his ear. Right, so his ear is just like a wheel or like a circle just in here, okay? So like, goes in behind Jotaro's sort of energy there, out the other side. If you have more room, feel free to keep that going back down there. Then the inside line of it. Down in there, and like a shadow inside. Shadow here. And here. Right, so then his jaw will go down here, like so. And before we get like the rest of his jawbone in, right, so it's just like here. We'll go back over and try and finish the front of his face, okay? So, his cheek line curves down there. Okay, and then this will go up around into his jaw, right? And then his mouth, top lip sticks out here, down like so. And then it will come down pretty straight like that. And then his bottom lip sticks out, comes down to there, curves over here, and goes up the other side like that. It's a real big bottom lip. And then he's got that round disc that's on his chin. So it's just that like plate that sticks out down here. It's got like a bit of a shadow just going into his lip here. Like so, and then that joins the rest of his jaw. Just there. So that's pretty much the shape for the bottom half of his face. So right, so we'll keep going. So what we can see of his top lip inside here. So we go down, across, like so. And then this will go down the side, pretty similar to Jotaro's mouth. And then down here. And then the bottom lip will come across like that. Teeth up there, in towards a tongue. Top, his teeth just here. And then his tongue comes across like so. And then top teeth, right? So up here, and we can actually see bumps for these teeth. Just there. And a line maybe just coming across there. And then we can kind of see a shadow at the back of his mouth. Just back in there, so it's real dark back here. Like so, and maybe like a stretch line on the side of his mouth and stretch line for his top lip just here. Runs up. Like so. Okay, so we've a few more detail lines just here. Angles on his face. This one goes down across the bottom of his nose down here. And then he's a piece of purple on his nose. So a line that goes up, bridge of his nose, and then a sort of a triangle that comes down this way on the top of the nose. Does he have a top lip line kind of here? Maybe. Right, so he's got that jewel in the middle of his forehead. So, curve line, oval, it's that green jewel just there, kind of floating on his head. And then this comes around the back, the pink section. Well, it's pink in the, I've seen it many different colors. And then there's like a shadow. Like there. And then the rest of that headband, so it goes diagonal line that way, and then we'll bring it up. To there, and then up the other side. And then it kind of hooks back like that. And this has a shadow on it as well. so. And then we can see a little bit of the other side just sticking out kind of here. Right, so then what we can see of his brow just comes down towards his nose. Like in there. And this is like all black. This is like all the one color. And it becomes his hair as well. So this side kind of sticks out for hair. Goes up, across. This and go like back up that way. And so he's got like two different colors in his hair. So like this one is off like so. There. So these are all the different shades, mostly two shades that are on his hair. Just when you're coloring, just see you've got like a dark section and a light section around the edge. Like so. And then this will spiral off this way. A line there. Another sort of zigzag line going that way. Like so, and a bit of a lightning line coming out from his head here as well. So, maybe we could see like some hair coming back down into here, but nothing too major. Kind of goes off that back that way anyway. Bit of a shadow underneath his ear here. Some hatching coming down. Okay, what's left? So his shoulder, right? So he's got that big shoulder pad, right? So it comes down from his chin. You've got like a curved line just coming down there, and then the shoulder pad comes out from his mouth area. So it's gonna go out and dive off down like that. And it's got a couple of sort of bumps or ridges on it. So one there. One, two, and a third there. And this kind of bumps up off the edge. It's kind of raised up a little bit. Like so. And then his scarf. So it comes out from his chin. Just here. Comes up around, it goes the whole way around the back of his head, but it goes in behind Jotaro here. And then we can see maybe a little bit of his neck, so like there. But not much, because it's mostly shadow and it goes underneath Jotaro's head as well. And like some hatching or something, a line just there. And I think we got a shadow coming around the other side of his scarf. Just here. that. And so this is scarf. Let's see. Underneath this chin. So this should go down like so. And then this comes around. So like just some kind of fold lines and things. And of course this will keep going all the way around the back of his head, but we can't see that. So just a bit more detail. Okay, but I think that that's everything. How to draw Jotaro, yada yada, and start planning the world in profile. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.